So Chinese Taipei, Sri Lanka.
Here we come then, match number 7 today, Sri Lanka versus Chinese Taipei. Hometown heroes welcome onto this field at the racecourse here in Colombo by their fans. Danushka Ranjan, the skipper at 8, he is absolute dynamite. Good to see Muthu Tantri back in number 1, former skipper, back from injury. And this Sri Lankan team have been on fire, making 2 cup finals in the series. Chinese Taipei, well, they've been impressive as well. They beat Japan 3 weeks ago in Seoul and ended up coming 6th after narrowly losing to Malaysia in the 5th-6th playoff. Damon Murphy from Australia, recently also inducted into the World Series roster. Congratulations to Damon. He's come from Brisbane, Australia to be here this weekend. We're underway, and Sri Lanka with Danushka Ranjan with the early attempt there, and looks like he might have knocked that on. Sri Lanka were hammered 36-0 by Hong Kong in the cup final in Seoul 3 weeks ago. Really didn't expect that. And 3 weeks before in Hong Kong, went down 22-17, much closer game. And they can have their day. Definite second seed in this tournament as they put some pressure on Chinese Taipei here. And this is Chen, tries to bring it out to the 22. And this is a hallmark of the Chinese Taipei play. Good support work. The way they play. Great run. This push from Chinese Taipei, that is a huge scrum. And I don't think the Sri Lankans saw that coming. They've been ambushed there as Chinese Taipei have bullied them about 5 metres backwards. Incredible scrum. And that's ominous. Well, that's something for Sri Lanka to think about now for any future scrum opportunities, as Chinese Taipei get out of their half for the first time on the 10 metre mark, the first line out of the game. What a scrum that was. Good at set piece, Chinese Taipei. And there we go, cleanly off the top. Big man comes around. That's crazy play from Chinese Taipei. Chen now trying to go back and scooped up nicely on the fly by Kavindu Pereira, and he infringes, and away come Chinese Taipei. Not intimidated by the hosts here. They've come to play rugby, and they are going strength to strength in this series, Chinese Taipei. Here they come again. Offside at the ruck, says Damon Murphy. Sri Lanka will need to get some ascendancy over Chinese Taipei soon. They're a team that once they get their tails up, they play with huge confidence. And we saw that when they beat Japan 3 weeks ago. Very aggressive style of play, but they've got some good footworkers. And look at this man here, Trung Poyal, number 8. He's going to throw the ball into this line out. We're looking at Ratwati here. Here is Trung with the ball. Line out's working good for Chinese Taipei. He throws out a shocker. This is Lin. Richard Dhamapala's got him. He takes in 3 players, and this time Trung gets the good pass away. Now they've worked a bit of space. Here's another one of the big men, Chen. Scoots down the inside, gets a lovely ball on the inside, and what a try coming up for Chinese Taipei. Lin goes in, and they've worked it out of nothing down this very tight sideline in front of us. Beautiful support play. Lin Cheng Chi, first try of the series, and he's happy. So he should be. very, very good support play. Coming around was Lin, and the big dive for his first try in the series. And why wouldn't you? The big men of Taipei there, instrumental in that try. And that is a wonderful conversion from wide out by Ho Mingqian. And they lead 7-0, and that silenced this crowd a little bit. And even the cheerleaders have momentarily come to a standstill. So Sri Lanka now, they won't want to face this Chinese Taipei side. They've got to get control over them soon, which they will do. They're a class outfit, Sri Lanka. Here they come now down the same sideline. Breaking tackles is Surya Bandera. Tries to release, cannot. There's players all over the place from both sides. The penalty goes to Sri Lanka. Here's Gunaratne up to the halfway. Good upper body strength. It's 4-on-1. Straightening up goes Dharmapala, and the crowd gets up and finds their voice. There was a 4-on-1 overlap, but he didn't need it. Through the dummy, goes under the posts, and Sri Lanka needed that to quieten down this Chinese Taipei effort. Under the posts, and should be levelled at 7 after the conversion. No problems from Surya Bandara. 7-all. This is an exciting game. Quick tap. Down goes Chen. Dharmapala here. Steps off the left. Around the throat. Too high by Chinese Taipei. And he made that look easy. Surya Bandara with the restart. That's nicely weighted and gives them a chance to get it back, which he does so. And here they come again now through Surya Bandara, the playmaker. Pops it down for Danushka Ranjan. Puts the big fend on Chang. Pressure now after the hooter. Sri Lanka want to finish on a high. Screaming down the wing goes Tarinder Radwate, and he's out. That's great defence. Great covering tackle there to end the half, all level at 7-all. An exciting half of rugby. And it's wide open with 7 minutes remaining. Critical to win this game for both sides. China and Singapore making up the rest of this group. Here we saw the try to Chinese Taipei through Lin Chengqi. First try of the series for him, and he puts in the Superman. Dharmapala, after some good work by Gunaratne, the big man, they strike back and finish the half. 7 points all. This is a crucial game in Pool B, as Chinese Taipei have shown excellent improvement throughout the series, and they level at half time with Sri Lanka, who have made a couple of changes. Their big fellas have come off, 2 props. And good to see out there Sudarshan Mutitantri in number 1 for Sri Lanka, back in the squad. Kevin Joseph is out there as well, so both teams making the subs. It's very hot out there, 31, 32 degrees. Look at Chinese Taipei there, winning the turnover at the breakdown. They know they've got to score early in the second half to stay in touch. And oh, the last pass is not a good one, and they'd made some space there. They'd done the hard work, got the turnover, and that's an early chance squandered. They won't get too many of those. If they can win this game, they'll give themselves a real shot at finishing at least second in the pool. And if that had gone to hand, I'm not sure if Danushka Ranjan would have been able to make up the ground. Flying high is Dansha Dayan. Here come Sri Lanka. They can go 90 metres like no other team. And as they prepare to do so, it's a good tackle from Chen. They managed to win it back. Mutitantri comes through, puts in a big hit. But plain advantage for the knock-on was Mr. Murphy. Good play by both sides. Evenly matched so far. Sri Lanka unable to unleash dangerous backline players except for Dharmapala in that first half try. Chinese Taipei have got the first receiver straight behind the scrum. Chang, there he is. Gives it wide now, and it's a 2-on-3. Chen Wei Chiang decides to take on the Sri Lankans. He can't do it, and Danushka Ranjan picks and goes. And Dharmapala's on hand. He's going to get his second try. Good support play from Dharmapala. And Chinese Taipei, because they had their first receiver directly behind the scrum, when they set their backline away, they only had 2 players to face 4 Sri Lankan defenders. And it all went downhill from there. Second try of the series for Dharmapala. Kevin Joseph takes it quick. So stripped out of the hands there, and Danushka Ranjan smokes Lin Yunjung on the outside. And the other Chinese type players were so far away that they could never get over there. That's an almighty restart with athletically done by Ye. The ball's gone out. We're in touch. There's a flag up. So extremely athletic there from Ye, getting up over the Sri Lankan to bat that back. But it's going to be some more pressure for Chinese Taipei. Sri Lanka now looking to put this one away. It's their line out to the front. Easy ball. Kevin Joseph unleashes the back line. Here goes Ramanaka. Decides to take him on the outside. Puts in the fin. Can he tiptoe? He stays in. The flag stays down. And that's fantastic. From a line out on this side. A bit of tomfoolery in the dead ball area. But it goes down for try number 3. And that beautiful blue here, perhaps deceiving the defender. Sort of a mauve tint through it, Ramanayaka. I'd love to see this on the replay. Can't have had much space down that sideline. Here he goes. He goes on the outside of 2 players, puts in the fend.
Stay out, stay out.
And he must have been very, very close to the whitewash, but extremely well finished. And that's a quality try, Sri Lanka, and the kick is good. Kevin Dixon with the extras. Now a little bit of daylight and some comfort for Sri Lanka. They could have seen off this Chinese Taipei effort 21-7, and that's another monster restart, but it's out on the full. Still just over 2 minutes to go. Chinese Taipei need to come back immediately now. Huang is on. He gets us underway again, and Chinese Taipei going hard through Chang. Oh, what's he done? Lin Wei Ming is an unforced error there as he's fumbled the ball. And that's a big blow, and that's probably their chance is gone, unfortunately. They needed to score off this. Here's the run from Chang. It was a good run. And he just gets it on the hip there and knocks it out of his own hands. He'll be cross with himself about that. Can we see another big scrum from Chinese Taipei? We saw them put in a huge scrum in the first half. Here they go. It's back safely. Sri Lanka now with just under a minute to go. Can they put on try number 4? Away comes Govindu Pereira. He's got the gas to go outside Huang in front of his home crowd, and in he goes. That's a crowd pleaser. That's an excellent effort from Sri Lanka. They've soaked up the pressure from Chinese Taipei and showed their class with 4 quality tries. And you could hear the crowd finding their voice on the far side as Pereira screamed down that far touchline in front of them. And he might have hurt himself in the process. Here he goes. Takes on Huang. And he's not slow either. Excellent finish. Dulage Pereira from 1,000 miles out. Can't nail it, and he goes to check up on the injured player. But that's a good finish from Sri Lanka. They've soaked it up, and they've delivered it back with interest to Chinese Taipei, who were impressive. (26 points to 7). Sri Lanka have got this campaign underway, and Matt Turner won't be too displeased with that.